Hello everyone, so today I'm going through the cup suit and we're going to talk about the health related meanings, and those health related meanings are based on the medical astrology behind the tarot cards. I apologize if I'm a bit low energy today, but yeah, let's get into the cards. We'll start with the ace. The health meaning of this card generally suggests pregnancy, straight up, pregnancy, fertility. We move on to the 2. This is a Venus in Cancer card. It can indicate fertility. There's a man and a woman there. Twins. Because it is Venus in Cancer, Cancer has the rulership of things like cysts. There can be fluid cysts or excess sugar and alcohol. Just we've got the symbolism of the cups there, and Venus is the ruler of sugars. So 3 of Cups, this is Mercury in Cancer. Again, this is a card that can indicate fertility. As I go through the cups, you'll realize there's a theme: fertility, lymphatics, emotions, and infections. Good health, just a real easy, straightforward one to read. It can also suggest alcohol overindulgence. The cups do have a bit of an affinity for alcohol, I suppose. This card is Mercury in Cancer, and Mercury likes to party a bit. Next card is the 4 of Cups. This is the Moon in Cancer, a really easy one to read. You can see his arms are crossed over his middle. This is a card of stomach ache. Cancer rules the stomach. 5, Mars in Scorpio. Whoops, sorry. Loss of vital fluids. You can see that we've got some tipped over cups here and there's fluids coming out. I don't know if you can see, but there's red fluid and blue or clear fluid. So this can be a loss of vital fluids, which is just how to keep it PG, when you do too many certain things and you lose too much fluid. It can also suggest miscarriage or pregnancy termination. Scorpio does have that reproductive rulership, and Mars can be surgery, surgical intervention, anything sort of like aggressive like that. Can also suggest STIs, because Mars with the immune system, inflammation and infection of the scorpionic area, that's the repro area, and menorrhagia, which is like heavy menstrual flow. We've got the 6. Now this is a Sun in Scorpio card. I think I said it in one of my other videos. When you see lots of flowers around, that quite often indicates something around the microbiome. This is a Sun in Scorpio, so we're going to be talking about the bowel microbiome here. So any sort of issues in that area. A need for fiber, so plant matter. We actually have like plants here, a need for fiber. Constipation, so there's all these bowel issues. Old toxins that are hard to eliminate. So in the bowel, if you're not having your bowel movements regularly, there can be an issue of a toxic buildup. Also, unprocessed childhood traumas. Number 7, so this is Venus in Scorpio. This one is a little bit hard to read. The picture doesn't really reflect, in my opinion, too clearly what the medical astrology would mean. What have I got here? Intense emotions and fantasies. So we've got Venus in Scorpio. Reproductive system infections or candida infections. As I said, this one is a little bit hard to associate the picture with that meaning. But yeah, it is Venus in Scorpio. What are we up to? 8, Saturn in Pisces. Issues of the feet. So note the guy has little boots on. Pisces rules the feet. Sluggish or toxic lymph. You can see that he's surrounded by water, but there's a lot of rocks and stuff in the way. So sluggish lymphatics, or being unaware of a health issue. So that one is Saturn in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces. We've got the Nine of Cups here. Obesity. This card often is just simply that, obesity. You see the guy here, he's kind of sitting there with his arms folded. He looks quite rotund, and has all of these cups, so like quite satisfied with an excess there. There could be lymphatic swelling, possibly fatty liver or cholesterol because of that Jupiter influence. Jupiter rules the fats of the body, and tie that in with the obesity kind of makes sense. The 10. So this is a Mars in Pisces. So it looks like quite a joyous, happy card. And the health meaning of Mars in Pisces is kind of, I guess it's tricky. So like restless leg, restless foot syndrome. So Mars, you've got the activity in Pisces ruling the feet. So restless feet syndrome, foot injuries. You do see though that we've got boots here and we've got the kids dancing and moving on their feet. So there is a suggestion to look at the feet there. The other meanings of Mars and Pisces, which aren't really reflected so well in the card, toxicity of the blood or lymphatic infection. Page of Cup. Positive news or an emotional surprise, with like in relation to health. That's how I would read that, because of the emotional nature of the cups. I don't really tie this to anything overtly physical, except he's wearing boots. So again, lymphatics, making sure that your skeletal, that you're moving so that your skeletal muscle acts as a pump to move the lymph from the bottom of your body, from your legs up. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. This to me is a card of steady improvements, positive news as a message, because we've got like the wings here. Makes me think of Hermes, Mercury, so getting message, getting paperwork, document, anything around health there. Also like emotional intelligence. I know they're not like overtly health related, but they're a little bit more vague than the numbered Sue cards. We've got the Queen, self-care. Yeah, need for self-care, emotional well-being, and again moving the lymphatics. We've got water here that's being obstructed, so again looking at the lymphatics. And then finally we've got the King of Cups. I just read him as fluid balance, so not just like lymphatics, but you know, making sure the kidneys are working, you know, urination, water in, water out, all of that. So yeah, I guess you can see the theme again is like the emotions, the lymphatics, infections. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy that one. I'll come back with the Pentacles soon, and then I'll do the really fun one, which is the Major Arcana.